This is Tom Cloud with this week's Precious Metals Market Update. I want to just get right to a couple points. As we record this on Tuesday, the 6th of October, we now have silver up for the year. The stock market is still down 5.8% for 2015. Gold is down 2.8%, and silver is up 2.9%. And since Thursday last week, silver's gone up over 10%, just as we had predicted would happen with the news of the China QE and the low manufacturing index reading. But later that week, after I recorded last week, we had the readjustment numbers that finally some of y'all are going to believe me that I tell you every time you get a number from the government, it's overstated. And whether it's overstated on purpose or not, we won't go there. But one thing you can be sure, they're going to always lower the numbers that are negative for the U.S. economy before the new ones come out, and then they'll overstate them. This is a process that's been going on now for years, and yet the investor is fooled into believing things are better than they are all the time. So all I can tell you is now the stock market is down, gold is down a little bit, silver's up and ready to really take off, and we've certainly seen that with the China electing not to go into a recession, but to print money, have quantitative easing, and do exactly what the United States has been doing for years. I also want to talk a little bit about the other effect in the market that's an underlying effect that you don't think much about, has been to see what Putin did in Syria by doing something against ISIS that we in the United States haven't been able to do or have not been willing to do, and yet we're over here criticizing people for killing our enemies, and yet it's good for the silver market, it's good for world economies when people like ISIS are taken out. So it's been a very positive effect what Putin did there. And then certainly yesterday when the president of Argentina called Obama out at the UN and said, basically, you've committed treason to your country. But now people are out talking about what's happened in this country, and we, the people, have sat there and let it happen. We're having our neighbors and allies are out having to tell us internally what's going on, and this is good for investments in a lot of different ways. But certainly, we have to realize that what drives silver is industrial demand, which is growing economies. So anything that happens out there in the world, whether it's geopolitical, quantitative easing, good numbers on economy, buying of cell phones, buying of iPads, all this kind of stuff puts pressure on a shrinking physical silver market. And that's where we are right now. We've also got rumors this morning that the famous stalker out of London went into silver at 1575 yesterday. And there had been rumored that he didn't want to go in till it got over 1575, and he was sure that it was going to go up substantially back to at least mining cost, which is somewhere around $18.50 an ounce to, $18.50 to $19 per ounce. So I think you'll see that there. And then the other economic thing has been the Deutsche Bank news about the possible going under of this German bank and the ripple effect it would have throughout the world. One thing I can tell you from my contacts in Europe is every central bank in Europe is sitting ready to buy gold with any kind of failure in the banking industry, any kind of major derivative problem, anything like what happened in 2008. Gold will go up $200, $300, $400 an ounce, we're being told, because central banks are sitting with allocations to buy gold. And little people would almost be bought out and not have the opportunity unless they had long delays. So once again, we're seeing potential huge moves in gold and silver that we've talked about. But I'm very comfortable, as I've been telling you, and I do appreciate the emails you send, that between September the 1st and into the middle of November, gold and silver both would go up a minimum of 7.5%, and silver's already done it. In my opinion, going to go much higher, and gold is right at, it's a little below 7.5% so far. But all that is still playing into it. And please remember, historically, October is the best month for gold and the worst month for stocks. And certainly that could play out again. Stock market did get a little help by the QE news out of China and the bad economic news out of the U.S. last week. So what we want to do is keep buying, and I want to give you a bit of good news. And the ones of you that receive our emails, you received it by the time you hear this. We do now have silver Philharmonics made by the Austrian government, English Britannia silver coins, and Australian kangaroos that we can deliver in less than 2 weeks at only $3 over spot, compared to $5.45 for eagles or the maple leafs that are way up in the fours. So this is an incredible opportunity to get your hand on some silver quickly. We can't guarantee how long it'll last, but certainly right now there's less than a 3-week delay to get those 3 silver coins. Delays are still backed up long on eagles, about 5 or 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks on maple leafs, and silver rounds are about 6 weeks. And even 100-ounce Royal Canadian Mint silver bars are about a month. So we do have still some delivery problems, but your money's being protected. Why? Because we never let loose of it until your item is shipped, and then we pay for it. So anyway, if you have any questions or want to ask about getting how to invest in physical gold and silver within a self-directed precious metals IRA, give us a call, and we can walk you through that. If you have any questions or want to talk about buying some gold or silver, you can reach me, Dan, or Kathleen at 800-247-2812. That's 800-247-2812. And if you're not getting our email blast, they're free, and we certainly do not share your email with anyone. You can go to FTM Daily /gold or the Precious Metals button and sign up. If you don't like it, you can unsubscribe. But we try to keep you updated with economic news, pricing, buy and sell signals on the gold, silver, platinum, and palladium bullion that we sell. With this week's Precious Metals Market Update, this is Tom Cloud signing out.